For Coach.
Fran, I wonder, playing at home, as a higher seed, Dayton would have had a home game if they could have. Just speak to that a little bit if you could.
Well, that's not an easy place to play. I've been there.
I don't know if you see 13,000, but
yeah, there's 13,000 in there a lot. I just have been very impressed with this team as I've studied them the last 2 days. They're a 1-point loss to Xavier. And those two teams are probably flipped. They win that semifinal game. Dayton's in, Xavier's out, probably. You look at the BCS teams that they beat. It says a lot about their coaching staff and Arch in particular. I love their team. They're a different kind of team than we are. They're essentially playing 4 guards and a big. Now, it happens that the 2 wings are phenomenal offensive rebounders, but we were able to take advantage of some of our size in that situation.
Fran, what is it?
I haven't seen a crowd and a team kind of synchronized in the way they play and in the relentless way that they played all night. I mean, you feel like there was no let-up at all?
There was no let-up. I thought right when I came out onto the floor, which is about 3 minutes before tip, but you could feel the electricity in the building and the energy level. And I think you could see, despite the fact that it was an up and down game and it was a physical game, our guys just weren't getting tired. And that's really a direct result of the crowd energy.
Fran, such a tough, quick turnaround in 48 hours. Did that help the guys just go out there and play and don't worry too much about overthinking it?
You know what? We don't do that. We don't overthink it. We respect our next opponent, and felt like we were playing pretty well. We lost to Michigan State. They're a #1 seed for a reason. Physically we didn't match up quite with them in the post, but we learned from that experience and got better. So we were just so thankful when we saw our name come up to keep playing. The fact that it was here, we're ecstatic about that. And we just went to work, and that's what this team has done all year long. They don't, just dwell on anything negative. We had some tough losses this year. We had some games where we were really bad on defense and couldn't make a shot, but we just kept working, and we're scoring the ball now. We have individual players develop significantly. You see us playing with a great deal of confidence right now, and they're having fun.
Fran, what does it say, just along the lines of the quick turnaround, that you get the production that you get tonight out of guys like McCabe, White, Basabi, all of whom are still, on their way up in terms of development?
Well, those 3 guys are really good players. They're smart, they're tough, and they're just getting great experience right now, and that's just going to help us as we move forward.
Talk about just Aaron. Aaron seemed to feed off the energy as much as anybody on your team, and scoring after made baskets, even in transition, and just his overall game.
He's really special. I mean, we knew we had something in Aaron White when we signed him, and you've all seen it. Very few freshmen at this level accomplish what he's accomplished. You just don't consistently put up those kinds of numbers. And he was affecting the game in so many different ways. The offensive rebound on the missed free throw. And those are the kinds of plays that are just winning plays. That's what he does.
Zach was 9 for 9. I mean, just seemed to really take. I think 7 for 7 in the first half. I mean, was that part of the strategy to kind of go at their posts?
We felt like we could go inside. We felt like that was an area we could go after. We had respect for Kavanaugh. But Zach got the better of him tonight, but that kid's a really good player. But once Zach got going, I think once that 3 went early, he made another basket. They called him for a travel. It could have been 10 for 10. He was really cooking there. So once he was going like that, we kept going to him.
Two more questions.
Did you feel like it was almost first team that had a little let up was going to fall back? I mean, it was such a frenetic pace, teams matching baskets.
Yeah, we gave them a number of opportunities in the first half to run away, and they kept coming. And that's what they've done all year long. And we went to the zone. They had a couple misses in a row. We got some baskets. Once it got to 10, you felt like, okay, we have control of the game now. You're still worried about Dillard and and the offensive rebounding, but we made the plays that we had to make late.
What type of schedule can you put together now between now and your next game, as far as when you have practices, what
We'll
meetings you
practice
have?
tomorrow in the afternoon, we'll get them up, you know, we're on break, so we'll get them up and have breakfast, and we'll have the film broken down, we'll watch that, and then, you know, we'll know tonight who we're playing, start getting to work on those guys, and then we'll go from there.
If somebody would have told you Gators would have went 2 for 9, and you'd still win by almost double digits, I mean, would have surprised you?
Well, we've done that before, because the thing about Matt, he's going to play great defense, he's not going to turn the ball over, he's going to have assists, and, you know, and he made probably the dagger 3 of the night. So, you know, there's a guy who at the time was 1 for 9, and we still went to him. So that tells you about him.